The game is an interactive puzzle hunt race. Your mission is to find the clues, solve the puzzles, outsmart the competition, and cross the finish line first. So in the game, teams of 3 to 5 people race around town solving clues. It's not enough of an explanation. Is it a scavenger hunt? Yes, sort of. Is it an urban race? But it's somewhere in between all of those things. In the game, these teams each meet at a location that they find out at the very last minute. The game begins, and they spend 3 to 5 hours exploring the city that they're in a very unique way. The clues can really be anywhere. This particular last game that we did, it was an interaction with a protest, with a crime scene, with public art, with a statue, with a press conference, this sort of thing. Our game is inspired by a long history of these sorts of puzzle hunts. There's one that the Miami Herald sponsors called the Herald Hunt. It's been going on for years. There's the MIT Mystery Hunt. These things can get very complicated and very hard. And when we learned about these games, it seemed to really fit the mission of our theater company of Out of Hand Theater, because we try to create performances that are interactive, that engage audiences and architecture and communities in a different way. Our version of the game's home is in Atlanta, but we also are available and able to make customized games for different groups, for companies or corporations, or even for a big party if you wanted to. The idea is that it's immersive, that you have to participate in a really hardcore way, and people start to interact with anyone that they might meet on the street, anything that looks odd. You start to go a little bit crazy because you think that the clues can be anywhere. And in this particular one, we stage a protest, and it looks like kind of a dinky but enthusiastic college protest. So the clue is embedded somehow in that theatrical moment. You don't really know if that's what it is, if that's really part of the game or not. So what happens is a lot of people are kind of running around like crazy trying to figure out what's the clue now, and then someone will spot it. But part of the technique of playing the game is that you don't want to give it away. It's a huge rush. So the game's for anybody who likes a challenge. We have people that range from have never played before, who think they're getting into a scavenger hunt, to people who are like multiple-time Jeopardy winners. Our annual Atlanta game takes place the Saturday of Mother's Day weekend. You can find out about it at thegameatl.com. That's where we post that. Also at outofhandtheater.com. Scavenger hunts are easy. The game is hard.